to talk about is the old diagonal chord position here. And basically what my goal in this video is to get you beyond this. So you don't just sound like you're rolling through chords. And the good news is it doesn't take a whole lot, and you're going to find that out. So first and foremost, I'm going to start you down here on a G, and I call this the diagonal shape because it looks like a reverse diagonal here. So that's just 7, 8, and 9. Do not play this 9 of the first string with your ring finger. And here's why. This is a common mistake. You got to have that ring finger free to pop in and out of different notes. So get your, I know the pinky's weak, but we'll get him stronger. We're about to lift some weights with him, and we'll get him stronger. And that ring finger is going to hop in and out of different notes, okay? So I'm just going to do like a basic 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1 forward roll. We're going to keep this very basic. You can actually, you know, almost play pretty much any roll you want, but for today's lesson, I'm going to stick with that guy, maybe move around in a bit. But basically all I want you to do is we're going to go 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. In that 9th fret of the 3rd string, that ring finger is going to hop in there. So that's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Then he's going to come off and you're going to go 3, 1. So this is what it's going to sound like. Now the great thing about this, and the banjo, as opposed to say the piano or something, is easily transposable on 2 different chords. So if I want an F chord, or maybe I want a D chord here. And you can even, you know, make a progression up with just nothing but other than what I've shown you so far. It's kind of cool how it already sounds like something, you know. Now, you can change up the rate at which you're hopping in and out of these things. Like, you know, maybe you don't want it to go on as long. So, you know, sometimes what I'll do is I might stay on this and bring that ring finger in on the latter half of the measure there. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now he's on beat 4. So now you get. So the idea is it doesn't have to be set in stone. I mean, you can change up the roll, and sometimes I even go 3, 2, 3, 1. So I might go, and now maybe same thing. So there I'm just going 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. So you got to make it add up to 8 notes, whatever it takes to fill in there with your right hand. So you already got 3 variations. You got a longer one, or maybe the one at the 4th beat, or the alternating thumb run. Maybe you want to 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, and but the idea here is we want that ring finger to develop strength so he can pop in and out. Okay, so what else is possible? So you can also bring the old ring finger there to the bass string, of course. And now maybe 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. 3, 1 to make it add up. So with just this much that I've taught you so far, maybe mixing up the patterns. That's just a G to F progression. This is kind of more like abstract thinking. Given a set of chord changes, how can I just follow along? I'm not necessarily playing a melody, but I want to be able to, quote, maybe fake a break or just play in the background. You know, you can play like vamping. Something like that, just in the background if you'd like. What are some other notes that I use in the diagonal? So the other one that I do sometimes is what's called a suspension, which is I'll take that pinky and bring him up to there. And now you get that sort of thing going on. Now, a lot of times I'll do a reverse roll and I'll go 1, 2, 3 to make it, yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 3, so it's. Now, it just depends if that's going to fit the key or not, you know. So you have to kind of use your ears. In D here, maybe. Let's do G to D. Now let's mix up all the stuff we've done so far. Just fill in with your right hand. Maybe go, let's do something else. Just kind of jamming along here, showing you the possibilities. One last one, I believe, and then we'll be done with this. Don't want to overload you, right? So the other one that I do sometimes is I'm on that G, and what I do is I lift my pinky and I take that pointer finger and I just bar him. And now I get what's called a suspension as well. That's called a sus2, and because you're taking the third and you're flattening back there to the A. So now I get this, and he can be moved up and down. So watch this. Now I'm going to move all around on that first string. Maybe here. Maybe I'll go down. Now to the F. Now when I go to the D, let's make it the suspension. Making this up as I go along, not necessarily a song, just showing you how to move your fingers around in that diagonal position. And boy, do I use this a lot. I mean, I'll be just like vamping. Wherever I'm at on the neck. You could be up here, you know, it's, sorry. Your fingers get squeezed in up there. You know what I'm talking about. You know, sometimes you have to move two, sometimes you got to move one. It depends on the key. But I'll leave, you know, your ears to experiment with that. That's kind of the point of this, though, is just to show you how to play positional. And man, Earl Scruggs did that. All the greats did that. You know, all the bluegrass greats. Bela Fleck, if you watch him play, you'll see he's playing these. He knows what he's doing, right? So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. Please hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Tell me, you know, what's your experiences with playing out of positions. Maybe you need some more material. Trust me, if I hear from you, I'll do another video on this stuff. This is some of my favorite stuff to get into because it's not that hard to digest. You can visually see it. And I think it's like, you know, super useful. I use this all the time. I mean, there's not any times that I go up on stage and play where I'm not using this stuff. If you've not visited my Patreon website, please go do so. There'll be a link above me somewhere over here or over there. And also visit my website, jodyhughesmusic.com. I've got some new beginner bundles, lots of tabs over there, and I got some new exciting things coming down here. So if you've enjoyed this, once again, share, comment. I would love to hear from you. You guys take care, and I'm going to stay pumped up and fired up for banjo picking.